Hey, what's going on, everybody? Yo, 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 what's going on, my people? It's your girl, Rada Creator, coming back with another one. I'm sorry about the little discrepancy about the time. I got caught up doing something else. So I just changed the time. Hopefully, people received the memo and came in, but if not, it's okay. So anyway, so today I wanted to talk about my topic of conversation is the role of the guides and the angels in the light. I also want to kind of give a little bit of a different type of reference as well, having to do with guides slash angels slash the ancestors. Okay. So, and God, but because I don't know, when I always say all this, I say God as well. So, but first, I want to say thank you for being here. Whoever decides to show up, I appreciate you being here. You're more than welcome to hit the link and with any questions or with any extra knowledge you have to give or your point of view that you have to give. But first, so let's get into the guides, okay? First, I want to give you an earthly reference to guides because a lot of people don't know this. So, so when you are born, you have spirit guides that you are born with. When you are born on this earth, you have spirit guides that you are born with. Most of the time, it's your ancestors. I don't know it to be somebody else, but I've heard people say that they've had a guide that is not their ancestors, but I believe that person is their ancestor. They just don't know it. You know, I believe, see, what people don't understand. So it is a such thing as reincarnation and being born again and being reborn. But the majority of angels slash guides, they choose not to do that a lot. Like it's more of a majority that don't do that than people or souls that do that. Um, so it's people that are without your whole entire are with you without your whole entire life. Mm, let me rephrase that. It is souls that are with you or spirits that are with you throughout your whole entire life. Then it's also souls that have been with you on your earthly life. And when they transition, if they lose their life and transition to the afterlife, then they become your guardian angel slash spirit guides as well. So, but let me just try to put it in context to where people can understand it. So, okay. So when I was a baby, I feel like I just heard this story back to me, but I don't know where, so I can't use it for context. But when I was a baby, when I was a little infant or infant going towards toddler, when I was little, I used to be in my crib laughing and talking away and all that. And my mom would come and see who it was, and she would see me like talking in the air or talking to somebody that's in the air, but there's nobody there. So she just assumed it was her ancestors. She would be right. She would be right. So this is kind of like an example of how, you have guides throughout your whole life. So I found out that the two, I don't know if it was more than two. Was it more than two from the beginning of my life? Yes. Okay, okay. So I know that I know who two of them were from the beginning of my life. Two of them were my great grandmothers. Yeah. No, they are my great grandmothers on both sides. So yeah, they're my great grandmothers. And it wasn't more than them when I was a baby? Yes. Who was it? Um, oh, for real? Was that to say, brother? Yes. Oh, wow. So they were saying, "Hey, you knew, how are you, sweetie? Good to see you. I'm so happy you showed up. And whoever else is here, it's good to see you too." So yeah, so I was just going over the role of guides, spirit guides, trying to tell people, it's a bigger, broader existence than we see in our lives. Um than we see every day. Like, for instance, as you walk through this world, ever since you were born, everybody, and I was trying to give me as an example, we are born with guardian angels slash spirit guides throughout our whole entire life. Like, as from babies on till whenever, till we leave here. Like, we have spirit guides, and then as we move on and keep elevating in age and elevating in knowledge and things like that, throughout our life, the people that we lose in our life, a lot of them might also become our spirit guides as well. Like, and the minimum of spirit guides that are with us from the beginning is two. That's the minimum of spirit guides that are with each person. But the maximum is unlimited. We really don't know. Because also, if you're looking at it from the standpoint that every person that leaves, if they choose to stay with you and be your spirit guide, I mean, it could be just an unlimited number. Just like how we was talking about the other day, you said something about it, you have a cousin, but that cousin knows you, even though you don't know her. So yeah. So you should do something, but I'll go. Okay, okay. So so anyway, right? So what was I saying about the spirit guys? Right. So when I was born, I know that it was two of my great grandmothers that were with me, but I was trying to find out. I also just found out that one of my brothers, before he was reborn, was he reborn? Yeah. Before he was reborn, he stayed with me. So he was with the family and he stayed with me until he decided to be reborn. Or until, I don't know how to I feel like it has to be agreement from God, feeling like you are ready to be reborn, and the soul feeling like they're ready to be reborn. So until God felt like my brother was ready to be reborn, then he was reborn. But he was with me until he decided to be reborn. How old was I when he decided to be reborn? One, two, three. Oh wow! So he was with me for the first 3 years of my life. That's dope. Oh my gosh! And I remember somebody saying that I talked to somebody. I wonder if that was my brother. Like, but I was too young to understand that. So that's crazy if it was. But anyway, so yeah, so a brother before me was supposed to be born, but he did not make it. Like, he didn't make it into the world. It was like he got old enough to be born, but he did not make it through childbirth. Like, he was not born alive or something like that. So yeah. So anyway, so hey, how are you, Tampa Supreme? How are you, honey bun? Good to see you. So so what was I saying about? So we all have spirit guides throughout our whole entire lives that we do not see to our regular eye, but these souls are here to help guide us through life. They are with us our whole entire life, and sometimes forever, unbeknownst to people. Like, they don't know. So yeah. So I'm just okay. So they don't know. They're unaware of this. So now fast forward. So they help us make the best decisions. They are trying to, and when we lose people, they are added to our whole spirit team of guides and angels that will help us make the best decisions, go on the right paths. They're just a support system that we don't even know about that walks with us through life. So when we leave this earth to transition into the afterlife, to the light slash heaven, because everybody don't make it to the light. I'm just gonna keep it cute, but everybody don't make it to the light. It's different dimensions and it's different levels. And some people might not ever wanna go through what they have to go through to make it to the light. Especially if they were a nuisance and horrible on this earth. It's a lot of stuff you gotta go through to elevate to the light. So if they're not for that, then they might just give up and say, forget it, I'll just stay here. And that will be the lower dimensions. So anyway, now now I want to talk about the position or the roles of the guides slash angels in the light. So when people leave this earth, it doesn't have to be us, you. I'm just saying, when people's soul leaves this earth, the guides slash angels that are on the other side and the light, they will be almost waiting by the door, almost like how you hear about St. Peter. They will be, I don't know if it's a door, but I know it's an entrance. So I just said door. But yeah, so they will be waiting by there to escort them into the light. I'm just going to use a little bit of examples to try to make people understand. So for instance, I do a lot of cases about about um, children who have been quote unquote unalived. I can't stand that word, but anyway, who have been unalived by people. A lot of the times, their own parents. But but so in a lot of these cases, they go in an abrupt way, and this is for everybody, not just the children, for adults, for everyone who are taken in an abrupt way or taken in a way that is unnatural to the way that they're supposed to transition to the afterlife. They usually automatically go to the light. Period. So, so there will be a team, like a whole team of angels. First is the person that is your ancestor that will come get you and escort you over. You might not know who this person is. You might know who this person is. Like, but anyway, so your one of your ancestors will come and get you from the earthly realm and escort you to the light. Now, also there are also angels that are waiting outside of this entrance to the light. And you pick who you want to be your guides, like who gravitates towards you, like who you're pulled to, that energy that you're pulled to. And so, like I'm just trying to use the thing about Summer. When we talk about Summer Wells, shoot, she had almost the whole heavens. So it was just like a whole burst of love, and which she needed. She really did need, you know, a whole burst of love and support. Like I almost feel like the whole heavens was her guides and guardian angels and stuff, because of the wild way that she ended up being there. And so I don't even know if she got a chance to pick, but I know one of her ancestors escorted her from life, from the end of life to the light. So, but yeah. So, and she was too distraught as well to pick. So everyone just gathered around her in love and, trying to soothe her. So, in another situation with a baby by the name of um Quentin Simon. So he was really, really young when this happened, but he still was able to show me what happened, what things were his injuries. Like he showed me, and I know it was him because he's like a little it's like a little teeny gentle sensations, like little baby sensations. That's why I know it was him, because it's so light to tell me like what was hurt on him. Like so anyway, but when he first came there, I assumed that one of his ancestors came and got him. But he also was offered to who he gravitates to. And the person that he gravitated to was so moved. This is a non-conventional choice as an angel or a guide that you would think of. But it's like it's just somebody that people would think that you wouldn't choose for your angel. And he chose him. And that person was so moved, like, so that's his guy. So anyway, I don't know if I should say the name. Should I say the name? Yeah. Okay. All right, I'm gonna say the name. I don't care. I don't care how crazy people think I am. The name is Nipsey Hussle is Quentin Simon's guide. That's the one that protects him. That is his heavenly father. Like that's the person that cares for him as a father every day. Now he might have more guys than him, but that's who Quentin chose from the very beginning. That's who he chose. Like at the door. That's who he chose. And Nip was so moved by that. Like, yes. And so he guards him with his life. So anyway, so also another example of this is like um the little girl, I don't mean to say little girl, but the sister who was just unalived, I think it's 7 days ago. Um Samaya, it was two twins that something happened. In this type of situation, her ancestor, they told me it was her grandmother came and got her. Her grandmother came and got her to escort her over there. But in the place that you would pick your guide, she's too distraught to do that. So just like Summer, is just a burst of love and support and trying to soothe her soul, but she's still inconsolable. Could you imagine being only 19 years old and being snatched away from the world abruptly like that? So she really has not picked anyone. The whole heavens has gathered around her. So, so yeah, yeah. So, um, oh, thank you, boo. I didn't know. Thank you. But y'all, I just know of him. My brother, I know of my brother. And but I didn't know him. He would have been my older brother. But I guess I did know him. I just don't remember. But I was told of my brother. But yeah. Um, but yup, he was with me. So anyway, so the roles that they play in the afterlife is almost like at the entrance, they are there as your options of who you choose to be your guide, who you are pulled towards almost. It's like a whole, I don't want to say army of angels, but in cases where you need to be protected, then an army of angels, but a whole band of angels that you have a selection to make, like who you choose to be with you. And whoever you choose, that is your guardian, that is your guide, that is the person that kind of leads you around heaven. So it's really cool. But I just wanted to make people aware of this type of thing. um is there anything else I should be saying, Angels? Oh, so they're saying there's something I should be saying, but also, they a lot of the times it may like it's already an automatic connection with your ancestors because your ancestors, they are there with you from birth. The ones that were there in your regular life, when they go on, it's almost like they're all together and sectioned off. It's like I tried to explain some of this stuff before because that's what I tend to find. Now, it's usually ancestors and family together as a group, but it's also when, let's say, people lose their life in a similar fashion or they live their life in a similar fashion. It usually bonds these people together, and so they are in their own type of group as well. And the way I described it before is like, for instance, when I used to use a spirit box to talk to Summer, and not just Summer, other little kids as well. All the kids that came with Summer were kids that were unalived by their alleged parents. Everything I say is alleged, but it's not alleged. But I'm just gonna say that. I'm just saying alleged because I got to. But anyway, oh, your son had a twin. I wonder if he with him. I wonder. Let me see if he chose to stay and be with him, or if he chose to be reborn. I want to be nosy. So, God, you knew son had a twin that did not make it into earth. Did he get reborn yet? He did. He did. But I know he didn't get reborn right away, did he? Nope. So how long did he stay with his brother? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, he stayed with him for 5 years of his life. Your son that had a twin, um, the twin stayed with your son for 5 years of his life. And I would love to know if y'all used to be asking him who he talking to. He would tell y'all it's his friend or whatever. If he didn't know it was his brother, he gonna think it's his, and y'all probably chalked it up to an imaginary friend, but that was his brother. That's the type of stuff that, like, cause I know that they used to tell me that I used to be playing and talking and laughing with people. I didn't know that my brother was one of them. That was deep. That's deep. So, yep, he stayed for 5 years and then he was reborn. But yeah, he stayed with his brother for 5 years just to help him, I guess, come up. He used to look and stare. Yup. People usually have those type of stories. Yup. He stayed with his brother for 5 years. He ain't leave him just like that. So, yeah, that's beautiful. I think that's beautiful. And we would have. Let me see. Y'all would have to call him over and over again. Yeah, cause yeah. So, um, what else was I gonna say as far as the roles that the angels slash guides play? They really are assistants to God. So, like, because God is very busy. God has a lot of things to do. God has a whole entire universe, galaxy, maybe more than one, two, three, who knows how many to run. So, they are assistants to God. They help um take the people or the soul load off of God, and they try to help with that type of aspect of everything, and try to help with they also try to affect things from not happening as well, but that's as much as they can do. They really cannot stop things from happening unless they knew. I don't know. I just can't explain it. I can't explain it. But if they could, they would stop half of this craziness that's going on in this world right now. So, yup. I think that's cool though about your baby. But yup. Um. So, um. What was you about to say? They just hit me to say something. I don't know. I'm about to try to find out. What you want me to say? That's what 3, 4. Oh, yo, I think your cousin is trying to say something. Is that was yes. I guess your cousin's trying to say hi or she loves you or he. I don't know if it's a she or a he. Remember we was talking about that yesterday? I don't know. But yeah, they just hit me to say my symbol for cousin and literally just it. Just to say I love you or how you doing or something like that. Yep. But yeah. So Um, but yeah, so let me ask that. Is Yunu's cousin now her guide or guardian angel? Yup. That's why. That's why you felt that on your bed. Uh so she became your guardian angel or your guide, like because she wanted to. When she left here because she wanted to. She could just choose to stay with the family, or she could choose to uh try to will you to success or whatever you may be wanting in your life. Like they are like your secret unknown cheer team or push through team trying to push you through the success. And people don't even know these that their guides exist, especially while they're on the earth. They're there more than ever, trying to guide you in the right directions and down the right paths, and just guide you to the heights of your success in life. So, people probably don't really notice they're there, but uh, you know how when people be talking about, okay, ooh, matter of fact, you the person that said this. You said if it was a boy or a girl, but he my son said it was a boy. Oh shoot! Oh wow! Oh wow! Oh wow! Wow! So yeah, but yeah, you didn't know if it was a son. Oh, but he said it's a boy. Yup, yup. Oh, I didn't even. I wonder what I was saying. What verb was I using? Did I use a verb? I mean, not a verb, a pronoun for the twin? No, no, no. Okay, okay, okay. Yup. I don't know what I even was thinking in my head when I said that. I wonder. I wonder if I was thinking it was another boy. I think I did say brother or stay with his brother. Did I say a boy? No, no. I think I automatically assumed it was a boy. I assumed it was the identical twins. I can tell you what it was. Well, not what it was. Was they maternal twins or paternal twins? Who's you having? Were they both in the same sack or were they in different sacks? I could tell you what it was. Like if they was in the same sack, it was definitely a boy because they will be your twins. They will be, yeah, then it was definitely a boy because it will be that's maternal twins and they only come as identical twins. When they in the same sack, that means they identical twins. So there would have been another your son walking right away, right around looking just like him. Yep. You'd be like, both of you, get over here. You're both in trouble. I don't know which one did it. Get over here. But yeah. Yes. Yup. So they were identical twins. If they was in the same sack, they're identical twins. If they was in separate sacks, that means they're paternal twins. Yup. Yup. So yup, that was a boy. He's right. Yup. Yup. So yeah. But what else was I saying about the guides? I don't remember. 5. What you saying about the cousin? Hold up. Who cousin we talking about? We talking about your new cousin? Yes. What about her? Is it her? Yes. Okay. That's what y'all was trying to say? Yeah. Okay, okay. Well, she already told me that. She already told me that. Yes. Okay. So let me. Well, oh, look, I got the thing. It made a doot sound. So I'm about to pull you up.
Hey.
Hey,
So
girl.
the situation with that is that um he was just an embryo. He never made it to past embryo, or she, like I said.
Right.
But there's this thing called amnioban, right?
Right.
Amnioban is left behind by the other baby that was in the same sack.
Right. Right. Right.
And it would if my son would have grabbed it, like held on, it could have paralyzed any parts of his body. I was told by the doctor this, so I don't know
Mm,
what anybody else knows about this, but this is what I was told by my doctor. So
right.
my son, as he got bigger, when he got big enough to, you could see him kicking and stuff. Girl, that
Yes.
boy was kicking that amnio band and just playing with it like it was another baby up in there, but just playing with it, constantly playing with it.
Right.
So we have to make sure, and I have to go like very often to the doctors because of the fact that he was playing with the amnio band. He wouldn't leave it alone. He would just
Right.
kind of
Right.
like constantly mess with it.
Right.
So I had to go to the doctor more often than a lot of other women who have like regular pregnancies. So
Right.
yeah, that's what it was.
Yup.
But
But that don't mean nothing. There's still life, and that's
yeah,
still a
it's still
soul.
life.
Yup.
Exactly. That's
And I
exactly
was
what I
told.
say.
Yup. I was told that he stayed with your son. His brother stayed with him for up to 5 years of his life, and then he
Yeah,
was reborn.
they tested
Yup.
my son for seizures. They thought he was having seizures because he wasn't like answering us at all, and we had to keep calling him, and then he'll go, "Huh?" At the after a few times of calling him, but he was
Right.
just like zoned out, like zoned out.
Yeah, yeah, probably. Just with his brother, like cuz that would have been a longer aching feeling for him if his brother did not stay with him for it's almost like he gave him comfort time to separate. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Because
It's
yeah,
possible.
because
Possible.
yeah,
That's for sure. I
yeah,
mean, I
cuz
don't. I don't find that as far fetched at all.
right, right,
They say they're close when they're, even when they're born. Some of them are born hugging each other, giving each other kisses, and, like putting their mouth like on each other's cheeks and stuff like that. Like they really, really tight, even when they first come out.
right.
So,
Yeah.
yeah,
So yeah, I think that's beautiful. And your
definitely.
son told you that it was a boy, but he was right because if it's in the same sack, that's
Yeah,
your twins, and your twins are identical twins when they're in the
right.
sack. Yeah, yep. So he was right. He know his stuff. But yeah, so I was just talking about the roles of spirit guides and um our guides and angels in the light and before we ever reach the other side or from birth into the
Right.
light. So if you have any questions about that or anything to add,
Hold on one second.
okay. So yeah. So yeah, I gotta take over because I think she had to hit. Hold up. My greedy behind, right? It sounds like she frying chicken today. Look, I want to see when she come back. Am I right? Like it sounds like she just was frying some chicken.
It's no,
That's what I heard.
actually, I'm thawing out fish. So you're
Oh,
close, but
oh,
not exactly.
oh. No, I thought I heard something frying. That's why I said that.
Oh, no, 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 that's the water
Oh,
running.
oh, okay, okay.
That's why I said, hold on, let me mute it.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah,
No, because people be thinking dirty and stuff. They'll be thinking somebody taking a bath over you, and that ain't what's up. Hold on.
if you were taking a bath, we hear that echo. You know how it sound when you in the bathroom?
Right.
Yeah.
No, this is actually in the sink. Because listen to that is my dishes making noise. So no, I'm
Uh,
not in the tub and the shower, none of that. I don't do that type of stuff. But how some people
yeah,
think.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I have to redo my paralysis video. I have to put it in private.
Why?
I have to talk to you about that later. I don't want to put it out there because I
Okay.
don't want to bring it to your channel.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah. It is what it is. Got to do it again. It's okay because I was actually happy to do it again if I can ignore the situation with the trolls. It'll be good. I put it in private. I didn't get rid of it. I put it in private. I could always edit it. It's going to take a lot of editing, but I can edit it.
Okay.
It
Okay.
sucks, but I have to edit it because my
Okay.
avatar the whole time was that avatar, so I have to definitely edit it. I have to change my avatar. That's okay. It's cool. It's cool. We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So, but yeah. So I was just trying to inform people of their guides. Do you have any questions about? Because I believe ever since we're born, like I know for a fact my two great grandmothers, and I just learned that my brother was a guide for 3 years
Mhm.
of my life. But yeah,
Mhm. I
yeah.
believe we have
So
guides. I definitely believe we have
yeah,
guides.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And they're usually your ancestors. Like
Mhm.
I don't know how far back your ancestors go, but it's usually the people that probably left here right before you were to come to Earth. So
Yeah.
yeah.
As far as like, okay, so like I had just talked to I think I was talking to my sister when I said this. I don't remember who my grandparents are on my mom's side. I don't know why. I
Mhm.
don't remember faces. I
Right,
believe because we lived in a whole different area, like a whole other state. I'm thinking, and to the
right.
point where we just didn't get to see them as often. I don't know. All I know is that I
Mhm.
never really got to see them. I don't know what they look like. I literally could see them walking down the street and would not know who they are.
But you know what's wild though? So so let me all right, so I feel like you would know who they are, but it takes something to rejog your memory. Now, the thing is, I have been shown ancestors that were here before I was here.
Mm-hmm.
So one of my ancestors, my uncle Dewey, he he literally when I seen him, because it was like a family portrait, and
Mm-hmm.
so when I saw him, I said to my uncle, I'm like, I feel like I know this man. Like we have had conversations. Like
Yeah.
he was like, well, you might have, because he was saying when he passed away, but I would have been like 2 years old. I'm not talking about no 2 year old conversation. So
Mm-hmm.
so I was like, no, I mean, I said I feel like it wasn't like that. I said if it makes sense, I feel like it was in the afterlife. And
Mm-hmm.
so he was like, you never know, like because the thing about that uncle, he's a pastor slash bishop, but he also is realistic about the spiritual side of him because he gets spiritual information from God and delivers it like so he don't just listen to what's in the Bible and that alone. He also listens to
Mm-hmm.
the spiritual side of himself, the messages that God gives him by himself. Like so he's like a mixture of both, not just a religious spiritual person, but a
Mm-hmm.
spiritual person. So he like I never talked to him and I didn't feel weird about it ever. Like I could tell him anything, I could talk to him and he know what I'm talking about when I'm talking to him about anything. So
Right.
yeah. So he was like, I forgot what I was talking about my uncle. um what was
Ancestors.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So I said, I felt like we was talking, and it could have been the afterlife because it was all dark around him, and I was like, and the thing I also described, which I don't know why I see it like this, is like it was almost like an interrogation room. That's what it looked like. So
Mm-hmm.
you remember in the movies where they have an interrogation room and then they shine the light on the person. They be like, yeah, so where was you at it? Like that. That's exactly how it looks. Like I only seen him clearly when he bent down to say something to me. So I was really little when this
Mm-hmm.
happened. I was probably like, so I'm assuming he passed away when I would have been like 2. So he probably came to see me after he passed away
Yeah.
because it was like he was telling me something, but I don't know what it was, but it was important to him. And so
Yeah.
when he bent down to tell me, it's like a light shine down on
Right.
him. Like, like I think that was the light, but the quote unquote light, like the heaven light,
Right.
but
Right.
I don't know. So it's like a light shot. That's when I could see him clearly. It's like I could barely see him when he not in the light, but when he went to tell me something, he get close, and then the light would shine down on him. So yeah, but um, yep. I don't know. I think that I know him from. That's why I said you might possibly know them. It just takes something to re-jog your memory. And it took that photo because I didn't remember who he was. I knew of him. I knew that was my older cousin, like um his father.
Mm-hmm.
And but I didn't remember him in my memory. But as soon as I seen that picture and I was like, I feel like I know him, Uncle. He's like, you might have because he passed away. I like, no, I don't mean from Earth. I mean, and then I just started breaking it down of what I seen and why I felt that. And he was telling me that this is him because I was saying, yeah, and he had an African style cup, like in different color browns, next to him on his right side. And he was like, well, your Uncle Dewey did love his coffee. So I'm like, oh wow, like that's
Mm.
crazy. Yeah, like
Wow.
I talked to him in the afterlife or something, but I don't know what he was trying to tell me. He was trying to tell me something, but I don't know what it was. But
They
yeah,
say listen closely. I mean, if you don't listen closely, you're gonna miss something. So yeah, I understand that part.
yeah, y'all. But yeah, so but that's why I was saying. You say you don't remember them, but it just takes one thing to jog your memory.
No, I don't remember them as in like I don't remember seeing them. I don't remember like playing with my grandparents on my mom's side. I don't remember any of that. And
Are
my
they still
sister
living?
said, no, no, they've been passed. They passed when my
Oh,
sister was 6 years old. Yeah.
yeah.
So
Oh,
basically, we didn't. I don't. My sister said she might have seen them once or twice or something like that, from my understanding. But I never seen them, as far as I was concerned. I never seen them. I don't remember pictures of them being around, nothing like that. I remember my dad's parents, but my dad's mom, she was something else, girl. She's something else. And
spicy.
she's
She
she's
spicy.
passed on. They've both passed on, but that grandma, that side of the grandma is definitely
Yeah,
something else. I ain't gonna say nothing else except for that because you know what I'm talking about.
just spicy, spicy.
Spicy, spicy, full of slap your mama.
Yes. We sure enough know that side.
Right, right.
Yo, that's just how it was in our in African American families. That's just what it is. You have your crazy grandma, and you would never say that because she'll probably back smack you. But you have your crazy grandma that be setting it off, and you don't say nothing to her. You just know to stay away from her. You don't want no smoke with her, and y'all just let her be what she do. And we just be
Right,
like, "Nope, I ain't saying nothing to her. You say something to her. I ain't saying nothing to her. Shoot,
right,
she ain't gonna
right.
say nothing."
I know, because she's probably gonna be the one that's gonna make up that spice instead of slap your mama, slap your grandma.
Yes, yes,
Mm.
yes, yes. It is this story that we be all laughing about of my
Yep.
grandma. Yes, and I can't. I just think about her every time somebody say somebody spicy.
Hmm.
Yes, but
Definitely.
hmm so um, any questions about the guys or anything to add, or we could end up ending this. If not,
Okay, it's up to you, but no, I don't have any questions.
okay. All right. So So, did I say everything I should say, God, as far as or ancestors, as far as guides and no, I missed something. What did I miss? Oh, also, just to reiterate, when you leave this physical earth,
Mm-hmm.
when you leave this physical earth, your soul still lives. When your body and your soul separate from each other, do not equate that that human flesh that's being put in the ground is that person. That is not that person. That ceremony is for the people that knew that person when they were here.
Mm-hmm.
Understand how to separate that. I don't know. I kind of that's kind of been my lesson for this week. The everybody I've been talking to, I've been telling them this because it's very hard for people to separate that from each other. Like that person that you once knew, that is not the person that is being put in the ground. That
Mm-hmm.
is the body, the suit that the person's soul wore that's being put in the ground. When that person's soul left that body, they transferred up the or no transcended, they transitioned up into the heavens or into their journey of getting to the heavens,
Mm-hmm.
whatever way it is. But yeah, so just understand that their soul lives on. That's for all the people that's struggling with grief, that's feeling like, they can't go on. They feel like the people that they have loved and they feel like left them are gone. They're never gone. They're always with you. That bond of love will never be broken. And that's just something I wanted to leave with. Is that what y'all wanted me to say? Yep. Okay, okay. So on that
Mm-hmm.
note, I just wanted to leave on that note. I hope everybody has enjoyed my piece. I hope everybody has enjoyed you, Nip. And if you would like to support the channel. You see the Cash App scrolling across the bottom. Also, if you would like to contact me, I left my email in the description box. Um, and I guess that's it. Thank you guys. I love you. Mwah. Peace.
Bye, everyone, and everyone that's gonna replay.